Hello, cats and kittens. Oliver Jose Yoroshku. Welcome back to the Crisis Corner on Manga Monday. And we're back with a review of One Piece Chapter 1055, The New Era. And I got my man Dave with me. Say hey, say hey.
What's up, good people?
Yeah, so this, I mean, as you can see from the backgrounds, this was all about Shanks. Yeah, I'm not even sure he was in more than 2 pages. He been dominating this series since day one, and he ain't showed up but like 4 or 5 times. And actually, he put in work like once, like dominating the series.
I
But
mean, I mean,
it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. You like, I don't know if it's a compare. I guess maybe you can compare that to the what is it, the fourth in Naruto. He didn't show up for a good while.
oh yeah. I
It was
guess, I
all
guess in
about
some
him.
ways,
Yeah, I mean, it
yeah, I
was
guess in
about
some way,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, his name kept getting dropped, but you didn't see him do no work until like close to the end of the series.
Well, I mean, I can say I like the way Oda, for the most part, handles his Yonko. Like, I mean, he's been hyping them up like since the beginning, and when they do show up, it's exceptionally impactful. So
Mm-hmm.
Shanks is the Yonko of all Yonko. It just
Mm-hmm.
seemed to be this dude is on some next level, but it
And
is what it is.
it's supposed to be what, 3 more years worth of story left.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it seems to me we probably looking at five. I'm going to say, and my prediction is One Piece has been going for 25 years. I figure he going to do 30 and then call it a day. But we'll see how
Okay.
that work out.
Not, and that's weird. I mean, I don't want to get too far into this before we get into the chapter, but a lot of
Yeah.
people predict that he will get murdered at some point, which means he gonna be he been hyped for years and years, and then he gonna get took out. So I don't know, Blackbeard or some combination of people is gonna murder him before the series is over. I feel kind of cheated. I feel
I'm
cheated a little bit.
see, for a while, I think I could have leaned into that idea, but with the revelation that Luffy's running around with the Nika Nika Nomi,
Mm-hmm.
it makes me feel like, I mean, somebody's got to explain that to him. So at some point, he has to
Yeah.
get an understanding of what that fruit is and the significance of that fruit. And it seems to me the only character that's running around who can provide that kind of insight is Shanks. So, or who would provide that kind of insight is Shanks. So if you kill Shanks off, then I mean, I don't know. That's a whole bunch of knowledge
Yeah.
you got going, So I don't know.
I mean, it ain't gonna be Rayleigh, so I
No, I
guess at
don't
this
think
point they
so.
gotta be shit. Rayleigh did his bit, so
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So I don't see it being Rayleigh either. So it seems
okay.
like a
That's his
Shanks moment.
that's his job. All right,
It's, it's
let's
his
get it.
duty.
Yeah, we gotta do
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Every,
All right.
he did a little something this chapter, but we'll.
Now, like in the last chapter, I made the comment that the scabbards were going to be sacrificed on the altar of my man Greenboard hype, and it looked like that pretty much it came to that because he was wrecking them dudes. I mean, they putting up a fight, but he was wrecking them dudes. You know what I mean? Rizzo, he kicked in with his flame joint. Fire. I guess his fire wasn't intense enough to do any damage because later on we see fire kind of working,
Yeah,
but his jutsu don't seem like it had any effect.
I think you gotta come with fire for real.
Yeah,
If you go burn this forest, yeah, I'm with you.
and I'm a little concerned because he started sucking the life out of him. I mean, I hope he's gonna be all right because we didn't actually see conclusively that he survived this.
Man, I'm gonna
Like,
tell you, Ryokyu, this dude, I mean,
yeah,
he's a
he's
monster.
serious. He's
He's
serious.
a monster. I'm trying to tell you, and that's another thing I think Oda does very well. These admirals are just beasts. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
every last admiral is just a monster, and this dude is
Yeah,
no exception. I'm trying to tell you, Ryokyu is nasty.
and they're saying that in Merge he couldn't go all out
I mean,
because being that they weren't,
oh, I mean, that's real because I mean, if you could imagine, I mean, well, Fujitora, like, I mean, just the twos of them, if they went all out, I don't think that island would exist anymore. Like,
yeah.
I can't imagine that they would destroy the place.
And they had, you know, they was going up against formidable opponents.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, I'd be curious to see, or I'm curious to know if right now he's going all out because he's on, you
Oh,
know,
I
he's on
don't.
enemy territory. It don't matter what he do. He could, you know, flick off and do his worst. It don't matter because, you know,
Well,
nobody's going to get hurt except for people that he don't
that he
care
made
about.
clear don't matter. But let me ask you this: you just tell me. It just seemed to me, and I don't know what impression you got, but I got the impression he was just playing with these people.
I kind of do too, because I mean, all right, backtrack first a little bit.
Okay.
When he got the what you call them, when he got these pirates, I guess they were in Udon.
Yeah,
Where it was basically, I
I think
think,
they were hold up in Udon, something like that.
and I'm assuming like they were recovering,
Yes.
and
Yes.
they were recovering for real because they lost. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing
Yeah.
that
Oh. Oh.
the
Yeah.
Straw Hats is recovering, yeah, but they won, so they didn't
Well.
take the worst of the confrontation.
Well, sort of, because Oda does this thing, especially not so much with Sanji, but especially with Luffy and Zoro, where all their victories are Pyrrhic in nature.
Mm-hmm.
So you know they get bust up. So I mean, for all intents and purposes, they won, but you know they're messed up. But I'm with you, King and Queen. You know,
They weren't at
messed up
top
for
form.
real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
weren't at
yeah,
top
yeah.
form, and he wiped them out quickly. Them and matter of fact, all of them. It looked like
Oh yes, yeah.
he got a good number of people just wiped them out quick. The scabbards are also, I mean, they took some lumps too, but it looks like, you know, they're rallying and they're doing their best. But he wipes them out. Or
Yeah,
he was in the process
of wiping the
of
Bama's out.
wiping
Yeah.
them out. So, but I don't think he's going all out
No, I don't think he is either.
because he's giving
I,
them the
I
option. Bring
I
me,
think he's playing. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I want you to do something for me.
yeah,
But I'm under the
bring,
impression he's playing around. He's not. I don't know that he's in there to decimate.
yeah. Because, and I don't think that there's anyone in their number outside of Yamato who could really give him a push.
Okay.
Because he felt that hit that he gave that she gave him.
Yes. Yes, he did.
That hockey infused, and I don't even know if
Yeah.
she was doing advanced.
I mean, I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you. See, and this is where because people get into well, we don't know. I'm under the impression if an enemy comes up and they're doing damage, and she was, and it's all going to depend on how you view characters. Because um, I don't want to do too many cross references and so forth, but I'm gonna tell you, like my dude in Bleach was always Kyotoku.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially when you slump somebody from behind, you coming for real. Like it's just it is what it is. So I'm under the impression when Yamato comes and smacks him, she was trying to slump that back. Like it was real.
That's
It was real.
reasonable. That's
It
reasonable.
was real. And he shook that off too. So I'm just like, I don't know.
And he's a Marine admiral, so there's no need to
He is
hold
an
back.
admiral.
There's no need to play games. You know,
Admiral.
your life is at stake. You might well go for it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
I
all
mean she
the other. I mean, everybody is just like. And again, assuming all of the scabbards can use real, right?
I think so.
And so that's hockey infused, and hockey is supposed to work. I mean, Greenbow's a loger, right?
Yes. He said
It's
he's
supposed
he's
to
a
it's supposed to do damage to logers, and all they can really do is cut up pieces that he doesn't really care about, I
this
guess.
dude is a monster.
And
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know if he can infuse his branches with hockey and
I'm
make them
assuming he
uncuttable.
can. I'm
Uh,
assuming.
you know, I ain't trying to get in the head cannon, but the dude he could easily, I think, do worse than he's doing at this point.
Man,
It is what it
man,
is.
yo, how
So,
easy this?
like I say, they
This
on the
beast.
altar. They on the altar. They're being sacrificed for my man's hype. It is what it is.
I mean, but
Um,
like you said though, they are running. I mean, the fight with the beast powers just took the raid just happened. So,
basically,
I mean, I'm going to say to kind of save them a little face. They're not at 100 now. I'm going to also say that even if they were at 100, I don't think it matters much. I think that he would come through and stomp a hole in everybody on that island.
Give
Um,
it, give it.
so
Well, we'll get into that in a second.
okay,
Definitely the scabbards at their best.
uh-huh.
With your model would not. I don't think they would fare that well.
No, I think they still lose.
They still take. They taking
I
that.
think that whole crew. I'm talking about Yamato included.
Mm-hmm.
They all lose. I'm
That's fair. That's
I'm
fair.
gonna say that.
I think that's fair.
I'm gonna say that.
Fair.
Even at 100.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we cut from there. Now this is the interesting. I wanted to get with you on this part because it's interesting. The bit um with Law and Robin and what's his name again?
Oh, Skiaki.
Yeah.
Sukiyaki for
Right.
but yeah.
Yeah. They're going down. He's taking them to show them the
road poneglyph.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
oh
road
yeah.
poneglyph. Now they have not seen this before, right?
No.
All right, so this particular poneglyph they haven't seen before, and it's interesting that I'm wondering where Law's head is in all of this because technically he's representing an enemy faction because these dudes ain't joined at the hip. So when she goes down there and says, now all we need is another poneglyph and we can go to Laugh Tale, is she discounting the fact that he could be in this for himself and saying, well, I'm gonna take this joint and do my dirt. You know what I'm saying?
I'm absolutely with you on this one because for all intents and purposes, he seems like I don't. I'm curious as to what the plan is with Law because at this point in time, like you said, he is in theory an enemy faction. He, at this point in time, he's someone who's competing with Luffy, but he's not being presented. Like it doesn't. I'm always like it's unclear. Like when the new bounties and the titles were dropped, Kid made it clear that I'm coming for the crown.
Right.
So, this I got the same bounty as you, but you got this title. So you come out and you are a Yonko. And Kid says, that's what I want. I want, I don't want just this money. I don't want just this bounty. I'm coming for that crown. And that's not Law as a character.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, I mean, either, he's an enemy faction saying I'm coming for the same thing you are, or this man needs to fall in line and just I'm
subordinate.
I'm subordinate. Like that's where I'm at with this. I don't know, man.
You might have to drink that sake with the rest of them.
Really, that's where I was at with this. And then at that point, that 3 billion bounty too high.
Because you're an underling, dude.
You're an underling.
And then be honest with you, I ain't even saying you first commander, dude, because I can't see you taking so out. That's just me. Anyway, you
ain't by yourself. You ain't by yourself on this one because I ain't got him taking out Zoro either. Like real time. It's just I don't see it.
I'm just saying. So
I don't see it.
And now here's another point. He's saying that Jack found it first, right?
Yeah.
He said Jack been down there, so that had to have been before Jack ate his fruit.
See, I don't know, and I'm really curious as to because it must have been because essentially, what I know is fishmen when they eat a fruit, they lose the ability to be mobile in the water, right?
Right, like when he got put down by.
He's just stuck, so he's not going to drown, but he's just stuck. He can't. So I don't know how he must be before he got his fruit.
Because when you look at him in that panel, he's freely moving underwater. Yeah. You see the little bubbles, so he's underwater. When he found the second, not Onigashima or whatever, Wano, the city under the water, so he must have not eaten his fruit before then, so it must have been a while ago. So that means that he reported that to Kaido and he knows about that poneglyph. or the city at least.
Yeah, I mean, no, because it makes it seem like he knew about the poneglyph.
Okay, but they
It
just left it
sounds like
down
he knew
there.
about the poneglyph.
Okay, so it's down there. They know about it. Fine. Okay.
Well, I'm sure it sounds like he must have just got a rubbing because you know, these things are huge.
Yeah, it's hard to have. Another thing I was thinking off the cuff is, can Law teleport that joint with his
Curious too.
shambles? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Unless the fact that it's made of, sea stone or whatever they made out of, it
Exactly. See,
can't be
Stone, he
moved.
can't be moved. Yeah,
Negates this. Yeah, it might negate his
he made his
ability.
negate his ability. Yeah,
So
probably
rub that joint out, make it.
rub it and just make a move. But at this point in time, I mean, like, does Law how to? Because I'm assuming. Because that's a you bring up a really good point. Because I'm sitting there thinking, because Robin's like, well, this is the third one we got.
Mm-hmm.
So they got the one off Zoe, they got the one from Big Mom, and then they got this one. So does Law count? Like, does he like? Yeah, we got three. Or
Yeah.
Because I mean, I guess you got the one off Zoe because you were there.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have the one off a Whole Cake Island.
Yeah.
So do you? I mean, like, are you gonna follow behind? Like, I don't know, man. You asked some really good questions.
I mean,
I'm really sitting there thinking about
I would be careful because this dude could be plotting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you talking about a dude that can teleport. So he might say, "Well, I'm gonna make it rubbing if he wants to. I'm gonna rob them. I'm gonna rob you."
Exactly. I'm taking all your
because they're pirates. You know what I'm saying? They're pirates.
Now, for me, like you said, I don't want to get too deep into like power scaling and where you place people. So, like you said, I don't necessarily have Law taking out Zoro in a straight 1-0 at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And his crew is less than formidable. Mm-hmm. So that's, to me, that's it's the Mugiwara over the Heart Pirates all day, every day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Mugiwara over them. Like he killing them people. Like, I just don't.
No diff, to be honest with you. The Heart Pirates might even got the numbers, but they just get mauled. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I just don't. They get mauled. Man.
That's it. You know.
I don't.
So I wouldn't pick that fight if I was.
No.
Saying? So it might be better if he do drink the sake and just get it over with.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's what I mean, because the only one on his crew that's worth a damn is him.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what the only one, as far as I can tell. I'm assuming if he get to go so long, Beppo might have some go, but
Sanji would murder him. Sanji would murder him. If he's that martial artist, man, that fool would be killed. He'd be a bear skin rug. He hanging with his brother.
That's real, yo.
Hey,
I don't know, man. Like you said, you might as well just go ahead and start sipping, because it's
swear fealty and join in the
and that way you can come on with us. You can go ahead and learn the history like you want to. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
My next question is, in terms of, like, the planners in ancient Wano, what were they thinking? They built walls around the city and rainwater took them out. I mean, and you know what I'm saying? That history sounds weird to me, because they were living in the base of Mount Fuji. Then they decided to build walls around, encircling the island. I'm understanding, right?
Well, it seemed to
me
he said they don't know where those walls came from. I thought that's what he said. I think, but but I'm going to tell you that my assumption is that because it says at some point walls grew, so I don't think they know where those walls came from. But I'm under the impression that wherever they came from, it was meant to keep Pluton, because essentially, if he's correct, then that's what's stopping Pluton from being free on the world. So those walls are in place.
So maybe whoever built Pluton built the walls.
It's possible, or somebody built those walls, or those walls were constructed to entrap Pluton.
Now we on some Attack on Titan type thing.
I mean, it was an ancient weapon, and they eliminated it from, just falling, I guess, into the wrong hands. So,
okay,
those walls are, as far as I can tell, are a deterrent.
Okay, that's
so
weird.
Ancient Wano was sacrificed to contain Pluton.
Okay, this back history is crazy. This stuff. I mean, the period of time that it took for this to take place. You're talking about the walls going up,
yeah,
the water overrunning the city. That's not something happened in a week. You know what I mean? This history is nuts, man.
Yeah.
Let me see anything else that Pluton in order to revive, blah, blah, blah. So essentially, as far as the backstory goes, that's pretty much it. So Pluton is there. It's known at this point. I guess she's going to report that to the rest, I guess. But we know that at this point, the Hard Pirates and the Straw Hat Pirates know where Pluton is. If she deems it necessary to tell her captain, well, she hasn't told a whole lot of stuff. As far as I know,
as far as we know, she might tell him everything.
She's sitting on knowledge like a champ. You know what
I mean? But to be fair, don't nobody else seem like they're interested in it.
Not really.
Don't nobody seem to care. So
tell Frankie at least.
He might be. So I guess that's a good point.
Because he knows he's seen the plans for it.
Yeah.
And he might have to build something to counter it if necessary. So at least tell him, just in the interest of disclosure.
This is where Pluton is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know one more thing that to backtrack a little bit. Where's Kid?
I don't know, man. Like I don't know.
Him and Killer could be lurking around too, and if they find this out, I know they got bad intentions. So they could be like, "Yo, I'm gonna be Pirate King, and I'm gonna use this joint to solidify my whatever." You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm curious as to where he is.
Well, I don't know where Kid is, but we know Killer shows up in this chapter. He's at the party. Yeah, he's having a good time.
So Kid's lurking around somewhere.
He's somewhere moping, I guess.
He wasn't partying, so he's somewhere.
He's somewhere, yeah.
All right. So back to the trouncing, I guess. At this point, he got. I mean, because at this point, even your model got. You know what I mean? And he took, and I give my man Momonosuke because he's been a bit of an irritation to me. But in terms of his resolve, I'm feeling his resolve.
I mean, I'm glad that we had this chapter because I mean, I'm gonna tell you, he was getting on my nerves when he told that man, don't you do nothing. I was like, you dummy, somebody got to.
Because your people's getting murdered, man. Just your retainers are gonna be killed. Help. You know what I mean?
But he raised a good point. If we can't handle business, then ain't no this. Look, we made it clear. Wano's open season. If we can't repel, enemy combatants, then I got you. I was with him. His reasoning was sound.
And on a kind of side note, I got a feeling Yamato might not go with the Straw Hats. It's a real long shot, but I can kind of see her wanting to stay and help him protect.
I'm be honest with you. I was feeling the same thing too. So I was like, is Yamato going to be a Straw Hat? So I don't know.
50-50, but I can see this influencing her with the fact that he's emerging, he's growing, he learned borrow breath, so he's coming up, but he's still not there.
Yeah,
and be like, and that's her home too. Some might be like, yo, I'm gonna be his, adjutant or whatever. I'm gonna be his right hand man and help protect Wano. I can see that happening
until you're ready, and then I'm going to set out. Yeah. I'm with you.
Because she does kind of throw off the what you call them, pecking order and the Straw Hats a little bit.
She
would move into like the 2 spot, I think.
I think she does too,
Yeah.
actually.
And I can't see my man Sanji getting stepped over like that. So
No, I don't. I mean,
you know,
well, so
if
like if
indeed he
you,
gets stepped over.
yeah, I mean, but like if you look at, I guess Odin's place, um, in the um, in the Roger Pirates, it seemed like they had what was that dude's name? Scopper Gavan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like he was on par with that dude. So in my mind, that's the
True.
same role that Sanji um occupies right now. So I mean, it seemed like they would be a joint. Either way, it's irritating to me
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Sanji need. I mean, Sanji needs some shine too. So
Yeah, yeah. He's just getting his now.
mm,
So, I don't want her interrupting. But then again, if she makes it fine, I'm not opposed to her joining. I'm fine with it. If they need the help anyway.
I
As far
just
as
don't
I'm
want it to
concerned.
come at the expense of Sanji.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Like I'm with you. Them having her adds to because I mean Luffy's sitting on monsters,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean it definitely is important because what he got down at the bottom just ain't cutting it.
Yeah.
So she would be a welcome addition, but I just don't want it to be at the expense of Sanji is all.
Right. Okay, so your man, Green Bull starts with. I mean, to Momo's credit, he it seems like he's at least getting used to borrowed bread,
Yeah.
and it's having an effect. I mean, it's having an effect. I'm not saying that turned the tide and it was getting ready to take him out, but it was effective. I mean, dude screaming, whatever. Now he used substitution juice or whatever and put himself something like the Karawami just and then grew somewhere else, you know what I'm saying, which is cool. That's a cool
Yeah.
aspect of his power. But he was about to rally and deal with these dudes, you know what I'm saying? It's like it pissed him off for real.
Yeah, exactly.
He was about to go in and then in come my man Shanks from outer sea. From outer sea. This man would let loose some hockey. They got my man screaming. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a moment. You know what I mean? He stopped everything. Whatever he was getting ready to do, he just stopped. Snap!
The drink was.
I'm like, oh.
It was real, dude. It was real. Like, and I don't know. It's starting to, you got me questioning some things or wondering because he introduces this aspect of it. It's kind of like if because he's like, who is that? And then he's this is Shanks, and I'm just like, is hockey kind of like is it like Reiatsu? Can you determine whose hockey that is based on he felt like and he made the wise decision. He was like, I'm gonna go. He just I'm not gonna fight you guys today. That's not my. I'm gonna go.
And it's like you say, he can. It seems that he could determine whose hockey it was and the intention of the blacks, because he said, basically, all right, fine. I ain't gonna fight you today. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he got the point.
Yeah.
Because if he had meant to kill him, that he might have. It seemed like he might have even reacted different. I don't know, but it seemed kind of like he got the intention that he was basically saying, "Go away." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shanks was basically telling him, "Leave or I'm coming in."
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
you either go or you go see me.
And he was like, I mean, and you got to deal with Shanks and you got to deal with his crew. Shanks would have been bad enough. So he's talking about the redhead pirates. There's no.
Yeah, he didn't say Shanks. He said the redhead pirates. So I don't want to see this crew. So it is what it is. He was like, I'm out, and there's no way in my mind that an admiral goes toe to toe with a Yonko crew. No,
he's getting dusted. I mean,
yeah.
So he made the right decision, and I was feeling Shanks' attitude and the respect that to me, and to use WWE terms, right? You get a dude that was getting pushed and pushed. You know, he one of them faces. You know, a hard worker, blah blah blah. You know, everybody down for him, whatever. And he finally gets the championship match and beats the reigning. He beats the reigning heel. You know what I'm saying? But then out comes the dude with the money in the bank. And said, "Look, now I'm gonna take this joint right." And Shanks is like, "That's not right." So he just told him, "Go away, go away."
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what this was. That's exactly what this was. That man, it was the Money in the Bank joint. He was the Miz. He ran out that thing. He came out with the briefcase.
That's not how you become king, you know.
He came out with the briefcase. Like this is exactly what happened.
That's what got me. That's what first thing. Because Money in the Bank was like yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah,
but it
Survivor. Yeah, Money in the Bank.
No, it didn't.
SummerSlam.
It was SummerSlam. And my man, dude came out with. He tried to claim that joint, but it didn't work. I forget the dude. What's his name? I forget the cat's name. He tried to get what's it? Roman Reigns, or somebody like that. He tried to claim the joint, but it didn't work. So that's basically Shanks to me. He was like, you ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna get the title like that. You know what I'm saying? And the second thing I like about it is when the Straw Hats are sitting there.
Oh, that's
they did not look concerned.
That was my thing.
They did not look concerned. They was like, he's gonna jump this dude. So if we gave them their chance, and if they couldn't pull it off, we was gonna jump that dude. You know, which is cool.
They
eating and chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you real talk, dude. That's my favorite part of this whole sequence. That's my favorite part of this whole sequence. Is just the four of them bammers sitting there or you know, just like waiting. Just there, like, you know, whatever. We're gonna observe what goes down, and we'll make a move if we have to.
And I think between the four of them, they'd have beat the dude.
I think so too.
I think they probably would. I ain't gonna say no diff.
Oh no, this is. I mean, at this point in time, I'm Zoro and Luffy. That's why, like I said, they're still recovering.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point in time, I'm under the impression that this is going to be high diff.
Mm-hmm.
But I got, you know,
yeah. They was gonna jump that dude for sure. They even let Rizzo lose a little bit of his life. But if he saw something like out of all of them, then they'd have been like, right,
he made a move. He made a move. No, I mean, at this point, you know, I'm under, like, Luffy's near Yonko level. I mean, he's close. I mean, I got him being Admiral level to my mind. So Luffy by himself, Zoro, I got being a first commander. I don't know, man. Like, high diff, I got them Bammers taking that dude out. So
yeah,
man, I was feeling this bit.
Yeah, I mean, that was a perfect cap to the chapter.
To the whole sequence, man. The whole thing, like, just real.
Because I mean, like I said last week, you know, if the Scabbards observation noticed that the dude was coming to the island, then these guys knew it all along. It was. Matter of fact, I don't even know if Marco was still there, but you know, if he was, if you tag Marco in there too, they'd have just murdered that. Greenwood would have got murdered, and he been sent packing. You know what I mean? So Marco might have left. He might still be there partying. I don't know.
It's possible. I mean, we don't see him in
picture. Yeah, you don't see him in the picture with the partyers.
No,
but you know, yeah. So it worked out better for him. He got to flex a little bit. But in the end, just take off. There's no need for that. And I'm curious to see where they go after this. So I still say Chopper needs to cure these people from their smiling nonsense. From having eaten those fake fruits or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, that would be
they
great.
Can't leave Wano. They can't leave Wano with these people still giggling and smiling. You know what I mean? To me, that'd be a disgrace. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a disgrace to Chopper, at least. You know what I'm saying? You can't just
Chopper. I mean, he don't have much pride left. I mean, the dude.
Come on, bro.
I mean,
these people out. He lost somebody.
dude, that's too much like doctoring. I don't look, man. Let Chopper do what he do, dude. I just he along for the ride.
Yeah.
I don't have no expectations for Chopper anymore. I've been taking it on the break.
Yeah.
I don't have any expectations for Chopper. He not, not
either
not
push
terms of
Monster Point and stuff to another level and be a tight combatant, get up out of that cowardly trio, or do something, man. Just cure these people. That's all I'm saying. You can't leave them like this.
We had this conversation, and like I said, I would love to do a Yonko versus Yonko video where we just have the crews just go against each other. But like real talk, man, he's an issue. Chopper, the cowardly trio. Everybody needs hockey. We keep having this conversation. Yeah. Everybody needs hockey.
True.
Because quite frankly, you can't hold down your slot. And Chopper can't hold down his slot. I mean, it's a fact to me. So even if you push Monster Point, who's he going to fight? Who's he going to defeat?
I mean,
he's a liability.
He's third from the bottom at this point.
Yeah,
I mean, depending on what Nami does with your man Zeus, he's third from the bottom at this point.
But then if you look at it, I mean, who's third from the bottom? Who was third from the bottom for the Beast Pirates? I mean, who was that? So, like, I mean, in all honesty,
that's true.
Was that Sasaki? Like, I mean, like, real talk.
Could he take him in the fight?
He couldn't take this dude. Like, I mean, Monster Point could be beasted out. I mean, it could have been ulti for all I care. He would have lost. Like, I just don't.
That's one of the issues that I had with Wano in terms of the crew fights. He didn't get a fight. No, I know he was busy curing the people, which is what he usually does. That's fine.
I got you.
Yeah, he mixed it up with Queen for a second, but that wasn't even serious. So
no,
the jury's still out for him. And next they got to go up against, I guess, another Yonko crew at some point. Be it the Redhead Pirates.
And is he going to hold down his spot?
Like I say, right, man, Rockstar might get to him. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, but this was a good chapter. I very much enjoyed this chapter, and I'm curious to see how many more chapters are left in Wano. I'm thinking maybe 2.
Okay, yeah.
To get it over with.
To wrap it up, yeah.
I think 2 would do it.
And then they head out.
Yeah, go somewhere. Yeah. All right. So enjoyed the chapter. Let me know what y'all think. Hope you enjoyed the review, and we'll see you at 10:56. It's because there's no break.
Break.
So we'll be in with another review next week. So stay loose.